Southeast Asia's business landscape is undergoing a dramatic transformation, with regional companies showing resilience amid global economic challenges. A new Fortune report reveals how top companies in the region are navigating complex economic terrain, from tech innovations to shifting global trade dynamics. And CNA's Olivia Marzuki takes a closer look.
Southeast Asia's top firms have been revealed in Fortune's latest 500 rankings this year. They are riding on the wave of a shift in supply chains and manufacturing away from China. Together, the 500 companies in the region rated more than $1.8 trillion in revenue by the end of 2024, and that is a steady rise of 1.7% from the year before. Indonesia makes up the bulk of the list, but Singapore leads in terms of revenue, profit, and assets. Energy and commodity sectors are still the top moneymakers, accounting for about a third of the list's total revenue. Singapore-based trader Trafigura tops the chart for a second year, generating more than $243 billion, followed by Thailand's state-owned oil and gas PTT and Indonesia's Pertamina. But with rising tariff risks coming from the Trump administration, businesses are facing a higher degree of uncertainty.
Those tariffs are going to generate a lot of turmoil for the entire global economy, but particularly for Southeast Asia. And so until some of these questions get answered, it's really hard to predict what the impacts are likely to be in the current year. I mean, it is possible that if the tariffs imposed on China are very high and the tariffs on the rest of the region, Southeast Asia, are sort of moderate, or at least significantly less than the tariffs in China, that Southeast Asian countries could end up becoming a windfall beneficiary.
It's not all doom and gloom. A notable revenue jump came in from non-oil sectors. Among the fastest growing firms are NationGate, with a surge of more than 700% in sales. It is a contract manufacturer for American tech giant NVIDIA, based in Penang, Malaysia. Singapore SATS and Changi Airport saw a solid rebound as well in post-pandemic air travels. Amid uncertainties over tariffs and trade, the outlook for Southeast Asia might be bumpy, but there's reason to still stay bullish.
We see tremendous dynamism in this region and believe that it has a very bright future ahead of it. It's interesting to see technology as a relatively small part of the revenue on the list this year. That's a rapidly growing sector, and it's interesting to contemplate the possibilities and the potential growth for that. Individual companies like Grab, for example, each year rise very quickly up in the rankings, and that's encouraging to see.
With strong fundamentals, a growing tech ecosystem, and the shift in supply chains away from China, the tide might turn in favor of Southeast Asia. Companies that can navigate the turbulence, particularly in tech, energy, and commodities, are likely to thrive.